times. Say hi, Ripley. Say hi. Hey. Yeah? You on the channel? Okay. This one. This one is a kind of a tough poster to find. I mean, it's a tough poster to find for a reasonable cost. Friday the 13th Part 3 3D, and it's got awesome artwork. This one's in really great condition. I think I paid like $75 for it. This was when we met Richard Brooker at the first Scarefest.
Yep, first Jason to ever wear the mask.
He is the first Jason to wear the mask, and he passed away just like a year and a half ago. And that's kind of sad. I wanted to meet him again. This is also signed by...
Me too. I have one of those posters I wanted him to sign, but now he can't.
Richard Brooker! Come here! Victor Miller signed this, the writer of... he pretty much invented Jason.
Yeah, the original writer for... he created the characters for Friday the 13th. Of course, there's the...
It's got the logo. It's got the NSS number.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
Absolutely.
This over here may be hard for you to see. I'll just have him kind of get close to that and check it out. On the left is a Night of the Creeps daybill, and that's one of our favorite movies. Definitely.
It's signed by Tom Atkins. It says to Sam, "It's Miller time."
It's Miller time. If you scream, you're dead. I love that line on top. That one, this poster right here, this is super rare. I've never seen another one of these.
I actually forgot you had this.
That is an advanced poster for The Fog, and it's a mini poster, but you can tell it's an advanced because it's coming to a theater near you, or coming soon to a theater near you. It's signed by Tom Atkins and by Adrian Barbeau, and Tom Atkins actually poked a hole in my poster when he was signing this.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he poked a hole in it. And Child's Play daybill is signed by Chris Sarandon. You know, Chucky is one mean SOB. It's kind of a really cool tagline. Up here, an Australian one-sheet for Halloween 4. It is signed by Danielle Harris. To Sam, Happy Halloween. She has this huge, gigantic signature. If you can see, that's the size of an 8x10, really.
Yeah.
Her signature takes up all that. And then Tom Morga, just underneath, it says, MM for Michael Myers, H4. That's pretty cool, though. You can tell that the Australian release was like a few months after the American release, because it says #1 U.S. box office hit.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's another one of my favorite posters, and these, of course, are very hard to find now. It's not in the best shape, but of course it's the original theatrical poster for the original Nightmare on Elm Street. It's signed by Lynn Shay, who actually plays the teacher in the film. She's the only one of the original cast members I've ever met yet. Hopefully that will change.
You'll need a hall pass.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll change one day soon. But like I said, the poster, I actually put up black construction paper behind the poster because the edge of the poster there, if you can see it, is actually ripped. That's actually not any poster there. That's black construction paper I put behind it just to make it, not so obvious. So
one of the really cool things about posters is even though they can kind of be in poor condition, they can still be highly valuable. I mean, it's about $100 difference in a poster like this. A C9 condition, which is near mint poster for this, would be about $550.
Yeah.
Okay. This poster, which is in about C6 condition because of the tear,
I figured it'd be less than that.
It would have to be balled up and really destroyed for a C5.
I see.
As long as it doesn't mess up the main artwork, is what it is.
Oh, I see.
So it's about C6 condition, which is about it's called very good. You could still get probably $200 for this. So it's not like in the comic realm where you've totally lost all your money if there's that much damage.
Yeah, that's true. But here we've got.
Oh God!
This is a Thai poster, and of course a lot of Asian posters for
this
films.
poster was awesome.
They were very fantastic. They used a lot of bright colors. A lot of Thai posters are actually really cool. And of course this is for Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, or also known as Living Dead, I think, of Manchester Morgue. Yes. Living Dead of Manchester Morgue, I believe.
And there's also another title for it called I think Don't Close the Window.
Yeah, but I don't remember it. But I just love. What I love about it, of course, is just all the color with it. Plus, it's all hand painted, just from scenes in the movie. So I think that's pretty cool. I actually have one of these posters for the film Evil Dead, and I have one for Nightmare on Elm Street, which I'll have to show you in one of our next videos.
These are highly sought after too, and if you get in a bidding war on these, they will go up in price.
Yeah, it's just because they look pretty cool.
You will sometimes pay a lot of money for one.
Next to this is the original one sheet for the film RoboCop, the Paul Verhoeven violent masterpiece of the
Part man, part machine
of 1987. I will never see the new RoboCop. I have no interest because I don't know why they needed to make it. This is RoboCop. He was perfect. Why change him? I don't get it.
You can't make RoboCop in PG-13.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
I'm glad now that new one is out, even though I'll never see it. I'm glad I have an original for the original film, because that's absolutely one of my favorite action movies from the 80s as well. So, love RoboCop. Next to that, we have a video release poster.
Yes, sir.
For Reanimator. It's a German video release poster for Reanimator.
They call those German A1s.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I have never seen this poster anywhere else. I haven't seen one online. I haven't seen one, just really anywhere.
I'm not sure what the red thing is for.
I've got no idea what this red square is.
Might be for a rating if they
could be
decide to add it, like a sticker, because they put snipes on a lot of those
But
things.
I like seeing death is only the beginning in another language. I think that's really cool. Plus, I have just always loved this poster. One day, hopefully, I'll own a real, an American one sheet of these. They're just so.
You got me one. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, pal. They're just so expensive. Next to that, theatrical poster for Hellraiser 2, Hellbound.
He signed the biggest fucking signature there.
Well, you know what? And Ashley Lawrence was there, and I was saving money at the time. They'd already signed my first one. I just decided to just get Doug Bradley on this one. And so, he really John Hancocked it. He was like, your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. Doug Bradley. This was a cool signature. And if it wasn't for this signature, I honestly wouldn't have this poster displayed.
Yeah, and, this is the New World Pictures thing on it, too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a theatrical for it.
Yeah.
This is another one where it'll say New World Video if it's the video poster. Here, I'll show you up close here. New World Pictures.
Yeah.
And because this is rolled, when you start to get into posters like this, it can be very tricky to decipher what is original and what's not. And basically, it comes down to size.
Yeah. Of course, by then they were doing 27 by 40s instead of 27 by 41s for one sheets.
Yeah, because it matches the size.
By late 80s, like Batman, Batman's usually the measuring stick that I use, because Batman was 89, and Batman started with 27 by 40s, so...
They started that with Terminator.
Yeah. Now, of course, there's Hatchet. There's a Hatchet one sheet. We just did a review for that film. It's awesome, and we love it. Old school. It's a pretty simple poster. It's just a Hatchet.
It's effective, though. I mean, this poster had me pumped.
Yeah. And of course, it's signed by Kane Hodder, who plays Victor Crowley. It just says to Evan Kane Hodder, and of course, he signed Victor.
He's always very simple.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be, but that's just a really cool poster too. I'm not sure how hard they are to find. Was this movie actually released in theaters?
It was limited.
Yeah, it had a very limited release. I think it would have done better if it had come out, more.
There was a lot of ratings problems, I think.
Now, next to this is a poster I looked for a long time.
It kept bribing me for mine.
Sam actually owns one, and I kept trying to buy his off of him because I love the film Alien. And honestly, I just couldn't find one. What is this?
It's a Turkish one sheet.
This is a Turkish one sheet for Alien.
Erotic!
Yeah, and of course the big reason I wanted it was because it was using the picture of the space jockey on it, and I just thought that was such a fantastic element of that film.
It looks so cool. The original Alien poster just has the egg.
Yeah. So this is a little bit busier. It has a little bit more going on. The paper's really thin on it, though. So
it feels like a newspaper.
It does. So you have to be really careful with it when you got it, but. Got a really good deal on it, and I've always loved that poster.
Maybe someday you can get Sigourney Weaver to sign it,
That'd be cool.
Or Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Next to that, we have a House of a Thousand Corpses one sheet, one of the coolest modern day horror movies I ever made. Paid a lot of good tribute to other stuff. Really not much to say about it. Cool movie. It is signed by Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley's such a nice guy too.
Yeah, he says his line from the movie, "The boogeyman is real, and you found him." And he plays Otis in the film.
That's the cool thing about Bill Moseley is he'll do all his lines for you.
Yeah.
He'll say them all.
Of course, another newer film. This is Insidious. It is a pretty cool movie because Lin Shaye signed this movie, or signed this poster. And she actually does her line. She used, the actual poster to do it. She's like, it's not the house that haunted. And she put ... It's Evan Lynch.
And she trails off with a little squiggle.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool of her. That's one of my favorite signatures, actually.
She's such a sweetie.
Yeah, so I really like that poster. I ordered that specifically for her to sign.
Nice. And I've got a few more that are displayed. They're in these nifty little holders. I'll go ahead and show them. By the way, this is definitely we're going to be doing these videos in installments. Okay, we're going to be doing part 1 through 10 or whatever. Because most of our posters are folded, rolled, put up, whatever. We'll have to do some serious work.
What we have out is barely scratching the surface of what we own.
Right, and I used to have more frames, but I lost some frames in one event in my life. I lost a lot of frames. Anyway, this is an Australian one-sheet for Nightmare on Elm Street 4. One of my favorite poster designs ever. Look how colorful this is.
I love what I love about that poster is just like the world of like cars around them, just like the junkyard cars. It's so cool. Plus, like you give like Freddy like this kind of neat like cybernetic look almost. It's kind of like Terminator, I think, in a way with like.
You know what's interesting about this poster? This artwork existed before the movie was even started shooting.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Because of the success of Nightmare 3. And you can tell this is Australian because it says Hoyt's Distribution on the bottom.
Ah.
Hoyt's Distribution.
Okay.
On the other side of this, we have The Howling. Yeah! This is one of those posters that's
original theatrical one sheet for The Howling.
Yeah, it's a US one sheet.
It's older than I am.
And I landed this for such a good price. I think I got this for $20. You can get stuff so cheap every now and then. It's signed by Dee Wallace. She's got a little smiley face on there. It says "Bite me." She's just a beautiful lady. We loved meeting her. It was just all class.
Best werewolf movie ever made.
It is the best werewolf.
It's got the NC NSS number, of course, right there to the serial number thing. 1981. It was the 45th release done by them that year, so very cool.
And I always loved the Howling artwork because it's yellow versus black and red.
Sure, it contrasts well.
Very, very contrasting. Got a couple more of these. One of my favorite slashers. Evan actually picked this poster up for me for
I did
a gift.
And I've actually never seen another one. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but
they're hard to find.
They are. It's an awesome poster.
But I love how it's kind of. I think this is maybe painted, actually. I think a lot of these things were painted even though they look so real. I know they use photographs, but they painted on them instead of like, you didn't have computers. This blood is kind of painted on there.
Yeah.
And
the original My Bloody Valentine. So
it's a really good movie.
And that's a weird tagline. You know what? I've never seen that tagline anywhere else. There's more than one way to lose your heart. I've actually never seen that anywhere other than that poster.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. It's the Paramount. It's got all the releases. NSS 81039.
Yeah.
It's got all the good stuff.
Cool.
And this is a better example of that little mark that I was telling you about, the printer's mark in the corner.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you can see how it's.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. The Burning. Cropsy gets to kill some bitches.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Great slasher.
A Legend of Terror is no campfire story anymore. That's the weirdest tagline. It's hard to say, actually.
It almost looks like, too, like the man and woman on the front of it, like in the lake. It's almost like a Harlequin romance novel.
It looks like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, look how like long and elegant her neck is. It's like.
But then there's shears, like get ready to stab him.
So
that's really striking artwork.
Yeah, it actually is.
It has two taglines. It will take you further than fear.
That's got like all the numbers and everything.
And it's got Camp Black. I like this because it's so detailed. Really pay attention. It's got Camp Blackfoot in the background. It's got the cabin, the flagpole, like the dock, and all that stuff. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's really detailed.
Freddie likes it.
Freddie does like it. Here is, I believe this is Spanish.
Yes.
It's a Spanish one sheet for Maniac.
Very vibrant poster.
A lot of the foreign posters are very fun to get, and we enjoy collecting the foreign posters a lot. This artwork is so staggering anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just the the scalp in his hand and the knife. I mean, that's just so
I'm getting
violent.
some glare. I'm trying not to get it on there completely. No, it's fine. You can't.
Does it help?
There's nothing you can do about it. It's fine. I've got it angled to where it's okay.
Gotcha. But I mean, this is just, Tom Savini's in this, and this is such a favorite movie of ours. This artwork is something that I was happy to have, even though it is Spanish.
Yeah. Even though it's Spanish.
Well, it's not the country of origin. I mean, sometimes you know what I mean.
I know what you meant.
Hills Have Eyes!
Oh man, what an awesome poster!
This poster, if you keep up in horror, has been featured in many movies. It has been featured in Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm. Very cult classic.
This artwork, I mean, it's got his nipple on it.
It does.
And Michael Berryman actually signed his own nipple.
Yeah, he did.
He said, "Sleep with your eyes open, boy."
Oh man, that's awesome.
Sleep with both eyes open.
That's cool. He signed mine and told me to go camping.
Dee Wallace told me to bite her again.
Yep. So that's not even from that movie. But she just wanted to tell you to bite her.
Yep. She kept telling me to do that. But this poster is hard to find in good condition, for one thing.
Yeah, I'm actually lucky enough. I think you sold me one that you had for like a fair price.
It was $20 or $30.
Yeah, at the time. I mean, that was like
tore up.
it was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Up.
No. I remember I own that one and I own another one now too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did get you the other one and then sold it. You have that one that's just demolished.
Yeah, I've got one that's like.
I think I maybe gave you paid for that. You paid for that one. You paid like $20 for that one, I think.
Really?
It's in bad condition.
It was in horrible condition. But I have a much better one that's actually up.
This one is in this poster is one you don't find in great condition. You don't find this poster in such good condition. This is just.
I really wish that mine was in that good of a condition.
This is in what we call C9 condition, near mint.
Yeah.
Okay, and yes, it's folded, but it is just beautiful. And
I like there are some places in the universe you don't go alone.
And it's just striking artwork because it just says aliens.
One of the greatest sci-fi films of all time.
And it's signed by Michael Biehn to Sam Stay Frosty.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad he remembered to sign yours that way.
And Lance Henriksen, he has just a beautiful signature, and he signs with paint pens.
Just Sam. Hi, Lance Henriksen. So this time it's war.
This is a beautiful poster. It's a very bright and vibrant.
I mean, for a black poster, it is, yeah. Primarily black.
For a black poster. This movie, if you guys haven't seen this movie, The Exterminator, wow. This movie is just a great movie. And the poster is very hard to find. I think I paid $60 for this.
Yeah.
It's
It's a very cool, like, revenge film, movie. What year did this come out? This came out in 1980. Very cool.
Yeah.
This is kind of a messed up movie. And yeah, I've never actually seen another poster for it anywhere else.
I mean, you can find them, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And there's actually some writing on the back of this. Sometimes you'll find posters and people have written on the back of them. So it doesn't really detract too much from the value. What detracts from the value is if a piece is torn off of it and artwork is missing, or if there's writing in the actual artwork and stuff like that. There are some things that take away from the value, but general little itty-bitty nicks and stuff like that and theater use. They're used in theater, so there are things that are marked on them. We have some really rare posters that aren't displayed, and at least I have some really rare posters that aren't displayed.
Well, I do too.
Several hundred. You guys are gonna get a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is my collection that's actually out and displayed right now.
So, kind of like wrapping up in up here, you guys. Some of the stuff I have hanging out. I have a really cool little poster. It's Spanish. It's for the Mad Doctor of Blood Island. It's El Doctor Loco de la Island Sangrienta, or whatever.
Sangrienta.
Whatever. But the artwork on this poster is just absolutely amazing. I love. It's from sometime in the 70s, like late 60s, early 70s, I think. It came from out of country, but I think I actually ordered it from Italy. I don't really know much about this movie. I just know that I love the artwork on it. It's kind of like a lobby card size kind of thing. It's just some small poster, but I really, really dig it.
It just shows that we don't necessarily have to see the movie to really enjoy
because
posters.
well, I mean, the art's so cool on it. Like, I love the fangs. Plus, she's got like perfect curves. It's just great. It's definitely a product of the time that it was made. So I do like that.
Moving on.
Next to that, we have a Hellraiser Australian daybill. Yeah, we're about done with all of the Doug Bradley stuff that I had him sign. And it says, we have such sights to show you, Doug Bradley. I always thought this was a really cool looking daybill because of like the coloring they use. This is like a cobalt blue color.
There's like a purple.
It's almost purple with like light blue on it with then yellow to kind of contrast it. I've never seen a poster use a color scheme like this.
It's like LSU.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, definitely. Next to that, we have a really rare Australian daybill. Of course, this is the Halloween one.
This is one of those super valuable things.
Yeah. These are very hard to find.
Tommy.
Yeah. Of course, it's signed by Brian Andrews, who played Tommy. You can't kill the boogeyman. No man could do that. Charles Cypher, he played the sheriff. And also Nancy Loomis, who is killed, of course, by Michael Myers. Speed kills. So
all the best.
Yeah, I like that poster.
And you only see this artwork really on there's an Australian daybill of an Australian one sheet. The Australian one sheet is like 27 by 40.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So this is a really cool little poster for Coors Light from the 80s. It's a 1986 poster with Elvira doing the advertisement for the Coors Light. And it's just signed to Elvira, or to Evan from XX Elvira. I thought it was pretty cool. She was really cool to meet, and we really had a lot of fun talking to her. It's kind of cool because, to contact Elvira's fan club, right P.O. Box, Hollywood, California. I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's very dated.
And it says, so what year is this?
86.
86 Adolph Coors Company.
Yeah. So, next to that, I've got a Carrie one sheet from 1976. Really cool, iconic poster. Not my favorite horror movie in the world. It's got wonderful performances by Piper Laurie in it and Sissy Spacek. Piper Laurie, of course, playing the batcrap crazy mom. So it's an older one sheet. This movie, this poster is nearly 40 years old. So it's got a little bit of noticeable aging, but keeping your stuff in frames is definitely going to help with that.
Yes.
We'll go over here. And of course, one of my favorite things that I own is an original one sheet for Halloween. Sorry, the glare so bad.
That's okay. There's sun.
Yeah. It is original one sheet for Halloween. It's a 1979 release post for Halloween. Now, even though Halloween came out in 78, they kind of did it gradually in different parts of the country. And this wasn't one of the 78 ones, but this is still an original theatrical release poster because it was still playing in 79 when this poster was released. Some of them have the blue R block around it. It has like a blue line, so you can tell. And also, not Panavision, but what's blackened out here, Sam?
Technicolor.
Technicolor. Now, Sam is the one who told me about a lot of the stuff I just told you.
You can actually see the different color there. Let me see if I can get it without the glare.
Yeah. Well. But anyway, it is blacked out. And Sam's the one who actually educated me on how to kind of tell the differences, especially with this poster. So he told me all that stuff right before we recorded.
There's a grading with even the most recent of those is still worth in the $300 if it's in good condition.
And of course, we'll finish up today, guys, with a really cool poster that I got off eBay for a steal. It's actually not a bad little horror movie. I own it. It's called The Creeping Flesh. And the reason I really wanted this movie is the poster for this movie is because it, of course, stars Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. And, stuff for those guys is getting a little bit expensive. It's from 1972. I like the artwork for it. I love...
Hey, I got your bread, I got your woman.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. You'd have to see it.
More frightening than Frankenstein.
But, so guys, that's really a lot of the stuff I've got hanging up. Me and Sam are going to be showing off some other stuff gradually that we have in binders and in poster tubes. So we hope you like checking out our posters, and you can comment and let us know what you think. Thanks a lot.